So Tricia, what exactly is Hard Hat Courage?
Hard Hat Courage is an initiative out of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We've partnered with Bechtel Foundation. They've given us a grant with the goal of bringing education, resources, and training to the entire construction industry to help save lives.
I've been writing about this for quite some time in the UK and I'm very aware of the state of suicide. I'm guessing the figures are roughly the same here in the US. We're talking about almost 4 times the national average.
Yeah, actually, suicide rates among the construction industry are number 2. So when we look at the occupation of highest rates of suicide, they're second to only gas and oil.
Wow. Why is that? Is it because it is predominantly a male industry and men are more inclined to mental health issues?
Yeah, so, there's no one reason why somebody dies by suicide, right? There's a confluence of a lot of risk factors, and the culture of talking about mental health, it's a harder culture to break into, right? To be able to be open and maybe not so stoic and admit when you need a little bit of help and support.
One of the issues we have in the UK, as I say, obviously the UK is much, much smaller than the US, but we're talking about maybe 500 plus suicides per year in the construction industry. But one of the arguments that we always hear is, yes, they worked in the construction industry. That doesn't actually mean that their death was necessarily linked to construction. Do you have that same kind of challenge here?
We have about, I would say, 5,000 suicides a year within the construction industry. I think, again, there's never one reason, and just because you're in construction doesn't mean that you're more destined to. It really is around the environmental factors that play into this. The other thing we know is that people who die by suicide often have mental health challenges that may be not diagnosed. And so that is, if you have a mental health condition, your rates can be higher. So that's why it's even more important to talk about getting help.
Yeah, I think one of the issues that we have in the UK, and again it may be reflected here, is that when there is a death by suicide of somebody within construction, it's not specifically logged. Figures are kind of guesstimates. It's not a case of we can definitely say that 525 people died by suicide in construction. It's kind of almost word of mouth.
Yeah, so in the U.S., we look at the data that comes out of the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and that data shows us, the reported suicide rates, reported death. So we really look at that data to help us determine the rates of suicide in the industry.
What is the ultimate goal of Hard Hat Courage? I mean, the eradication of suicide, I guess.
Yeah, really the goal of Hard Hat Courage is simple. We want to save lives, right? We want to bring awareness to the industry that this is a problem, within the industry. But just like they've addressed all of the physical safety issues over the decades and they've become very successful at that, we want to do the same. We want the industry to treat mental health just as they do physical safety.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tricia, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for your time and thanks for all you do.
Yeah, thank you for what you do.